You're watching a B.A.S.S. presentation.
All right, the Progressive Bassmaster Elite Series rolls into week number 2. Welcome to our Facebook Live pre-show this morning before we get started with day number 1 of 4 days of fishing on Lake Martin on the Tallapoosa River, Alexander City, Arkansas. Tommy Sanders here with Ronnie Moore, and we're just kind of getting tooled up. Can't wait to get another 4 days of fishing. We had such a tremendous start to our season at Lake Guntersville, which was fantastic. As always, great upside, tough downside. Everyone got a little taste of both, and a great win by Hank Cherry to finish it off. We're still sort of in the afterglow of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And the way he won it, the way that the tournament progressed and went down was very interesting. And then we have a complete switch up this week, Tommy. Not only in rules, no forward facing last week. We have it this week. Totally opposite fishery, but counts just as much as Guntersville does for the points race.
Absolutely. I mean, it's going to be a different expectation. We'll get into that all day long.
Was that a floating worm? I think that was a pink floating worm. Okay.
All right. Well, yeah, I mean, you take the best bass anglers in the world, just like if you had the best baseball players in the world. You wouldn't put them in a place with 250-foot fences. You want to put them in a place where it's tough to knock it out of the park. One guy who might do that this time around is one of the locals, you could say. That is going to be Alabama's Steve Kennedy.
So we're here at Lake Martin, what I consider home waters. I don't actually live here, live in Auburn about 30, 40 miles away, and we have a cabin here. So I've been coming here my whole life. I mean, since I was a little bitty kid, especially in the wintertime. So Thanksgiving, Christmas, it's probably some of the best fishing you'll ever experience. 100 a day is average type deal. Just so much fun. But they're this big. They're a pound and a halfer. So if you want to win a tournament here, you got to catch fish bigger than that. So the question is, do you play the numbers game? Do you go head hunting, go looking for big largemouth, or do you go down in the clear water and actually hunt bigger spotty bass? And so yeah, there's a lot of options in play right here, and you know, it's always a struggle. You'll see it. I promise you'll see it today. My head's spinning about what do I need to do.
I feel good about it. And it's a lake that can be stingy, but it can be real good. So I'm looking forward to it. A little post front kind of deal going on, so I really don't know how they're going to act. Most of my bigger bites been coming later in the day, and I think that's going to be the same case today. So anything that we catch above 2 pounds before 12 o'clock, that's a bonus. So we're just going to go out here and dab around. I ain't really much of a minnow top kind of guy, and I've got a bunch of brush piles down here, and I'm gonna run a lot of other stuff, but I'm gonna start out cranking this morning and go from there. So I'm looking forward to it.
A couple of Alabama anglers with lots of experience here. We'll see how the home advantage plays. Probably will have something to do with it, Ronnie.
Yeah, absolutely, especially when we think about a multiple game plan approach. When you think about largemouth and spotted bass, you don't normally catch both of them in the same areas. You have to make a decision to go fish for one or go fish for the other. Maybe those brush piles in the mid-depth region you can catch both, but most of the time you have to make a decision, go fish largemouth or go fish spotted bass. And we saw that when we were at the Open most recently, 2024. We had guys commit to that largemouth bite and guys way out deep for the spotted bass bite.
Now, the last time the Bassmasters was here, there's only been one Elite Series event here, and that was 2018. But in 2024, it was switched from Hartwell to here because of the effects of Hurricane Helene.
Yes.
And we got a taste. A lot of these anglers got a taste of Lake Martin.
Yes,
there.
And the preparations that anglers had for Lake Hartwell really prepared them well for Lake Martin. They are very similar in the way that they can fish. And you see a lot of these guys, look at that, largemouth for Emil Wagner, largemouth for Easton Fothergill, both of them coming around docks. Will Davis was catching a lot of fish on top water throughout the week. That was a big deal as we were in the fall time period. But Bobby Bakewell ended up winning that on a buzzbait on the final day, a couple big ones.
Yeah.
And but then we also had guys like Paul Marks and stuff fishing really deep spotted bass towards the dam. So there's going to be some zones we talk about today for sure.
Bakewell was average 11, 12 pounds a day when Omori won it back in 2018. Different story, about 15 pounds a day. Who are we going to be closer to this
Well, this is the 11th B.A.S.S. visit that we've had to Martin. The other 10 events that we've had, it's been 11 to 15 pounds at the high point. weight. A lot of those 3-day events were 11 or 12 pounds, somewhere in the middle. I think in that 52-pound range, probably that 13 to 13 and a half pounds a day is probably a safe number. We all overshot Guntersville just a little bit, thinking in the 90s, it was in the high 80s. Could be something similar, just over that 50-pound mark, not quite 15 pounds a day.
All right, we'll be looking forward to see what happens. Such, I know Mike Suchuk on with us this morning on our pre-show as well. I know you've been looking at those numbers too, right, Such?
Oh, yeah, well, last time we were here, the average fish was 1 3/4 pound. We're going to see some limits that were smaller than the Phoenix Boats Big Bass 8-4 from Cooper Gallant at Guntersville last week. And Hank Cherry's 27-11 Crush City Monster Bag, that may be the 2-day lead. Could be get you into Championship Sunday, too, after 3 days.
All right, well, that's something to think about.
Yeah, and one other thing that we can talk about is Lake Martin. Not only is it its 100th year of being a lake, but when we were here last time in 2018, no forward-facing sonar. I know we have a split schedule this year. It will be interesting to see how these anglers approach February with that technology.
We'll be getting all into those subjects, very deep into them as we go through the day here. The coverage is going to begin just around the corner, top of the hour at 8 a.m. Eastern Time on Bassmaster.com and Roku. Lippert Elite, part of the Progressive Bassmaster Elite Series, stop number 2 for the year of 2026. And we will see you in just a few minutes.